It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show. I heard them saying that we lost diversity in rap. How the fuck is that when y'all just been supporting trap? I'm charged up like jumper cables, dropping with no label, breaded up like bagels, finna wipe these niggas off the map. I got some shit in the tuck you ain't heard of, sipping Bloody Mary, my lyrics on bloody murder. Your name in my journal circled, I'm riding with your beach, yeah, we out in murder. The second coming to greatness, I feel like color purple. I'm on the level y'all ain't ready for. Shout it, want the wood, I'm a cutting board. Been a legend in Atlanta, bitch, I'm Pastor Troy. Pretty boy, but that money finna pull a Floyd. The jewels sparkle in that water, pass me a LaCroix. River Daily, you never needed the alias. Independently checking my Nikes, came from them avias. I've been on my hustle car, shuffle niggas, hearts muffled. If you want trouble, got muscle like WrestleMania. Boy, stop. We looking at Porsche drives, been rapping 20 years. I'm insuring my boy's box. They call me unorthodox. I'm orthodontic when it come to profit. Safety first, but let me switch the topic. Y'all rappers all in my DMs to promote your tracks. Every morning logging in, I report the trash. You gotta take it on the chin if you want it bad. I'm used to it, I've been through it. I'm using my point of view as an influence. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there this evening. So, we got to catch up with Latto, man. She just dropped her new album yesterday, Big Mama. Unfortunately, I would love to have said that it was highly anticipated, but I do feel like the energy surrounding the album was a little bit lackluster. Um, she did have a couple records that she put out ahead of the album. Of course, we got the Get Out My Face record with Glow. We got the Business and Personal thing that basically put everything out on the table. And it was a couple others that came prior to everything dropping, but I just gotta say the energy surrounding this type of release from Latto, an artist who's been around for years, an artist who's been signed for years. I feel like her last album, Sugar Honey Iced Tea, had a lot more push leading up into it. It just felt like more of a moment. With this album, she said that it was gonna be a retirement album. I see she has a new interview out with Nadeska and Apple Music where she basically says she was just going through a lot, going with this pregnancy, very emotional, and that this is the last album for her label. So if you were to ask her today if this was her last album, she would say no. So that pretty much falls in line with what I was thinking when she said it anyway in my previous video, because I just feel like there's so much left on the table with Latto, like her story, and I just feel like her discography just does not do her a great service to as good of a rapper as she really is, right? Tomorrow I may do a listening of the entire album just to get a feel for what it is that she's trying to convey. But of course, there's so much energy going around for so many other things. Like we got Megan Thee Stallion with her fashion bikini line. You got Jay-Z performing in Philly tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then his other stuff coming up. You just got so many other artists that just are captivating the moment. You got fucking Iceman with all of its negative and for his fans, the positive shit, the Michael Jackson records and all of these different things. Media Wars, the DJ that don't spin going at Charlemagne, this one going at Jeremy Heck, this one going at, it's just so much talk that I feel like Latto has been struggling to like push through. First thing that happens right after the album drops is Latto taking shots at Cardi B? Okay. Now we know a few months ago we had the whole Cardi B, I ain't pussy ass Latto. You know what I mean? That came out when Cardi was having her spat with Ice Spice, and she was just letting it be known, don't play with me. I'm not no little girl. It could get real for you. I ain't pussy ass Latto. I'm not finna play with you. You know what I'm saying? And It definitely caused a stir in the industry. It caused a lot of chatter. A lot of people raised eyebrows. I raised eyebrows. I was like, damn, is this going to be the beginning of a beef? Right? Is this going to be the beginning of a beef? Are they going to be engaging in a back and forth? What is that? How is Latto going to perceive hearing that? Right? But then immediately, Latto came to the internet. She came to the blog. She came to the comments and said, no, everything is all good. Right? It's no smoke. Cardi B then came out and apologized to Latto publicly. Said, yo, I love Latto. I was out of line. That was fucked up. I'm gonna buy her a bag. You know what I'm saying? It's we gonna make it right in so many words. So we had both of them come out and address the situation, and we thought it was water under the bridge. Now, how you may feel about being called pussy ass when somebody is having a confrontation, that's on you. You know what I mean? But they addressed it. They tackled it when it was the conversation. The conversation had been left in the past. Now we got a new song, and it re-enters the conversation. Right? So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up this record. Everybody knows the line already, but I'm gonna listen to it for additional context because I have not heard the song in its entirety. To try to get an understanding of the context before and after and just the song itself to see if there's anything that I'm missing. Okay? Now, if you catch this after the premiere or whatever, the music will be taken out. Labels, nigga, labels, copyright. They don't want the music to be used by content creators in this fashion. I keep saying it. I don't know how much more I could say it. I'm sure I'm blue in the face by now. We got to figure out a way to get the music liberated at least for a couple days when it drops. Of course, all unedited versions live at patreon.com/RealJNolan. That's where the whole album review will be living as well. I'll try to go live or something maybe, and then we'll figure it out. Let's get to the music. Kind of interesting that this is another R&B type rap record. I don't even understand how we get into this aggression that's being felt on social media. Like, this is R&B rap shit. No. There's no way. There's no way you can act like that ain't it, man. You can't act like that's not direct. What the hell is that? Bitch talking about buy me a bag like my nigga ain't already got it. Then she comes back 2 bars later and says, I wish a bitch would get in that booth. I'm calling up Plattboy Max. Y'all know Plattboy Max, he does the in the booth streams where niggas literally be battling online. It's not the type of battling we're accustomed to, but they be dissing the shit out of each other. It's talking about smoking on each other mamas and shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's a form of battling where they write a song live on stream and diss each other to no end. Now, what I'm trying to understand, when you do something like this and you release it to the world, how are we supposed to perceive it? When we know directly, Cardi B said, I'm going to buy her a bag. You know what I'm saying? And then you turn around and put it in a rap like, nah, fuck that shit. I don't want your bag. My nigga already got the bag, bitch. And I wish a bitch would hop in the booth. But you was just saying it wasn't no smoke. You were just telling the blogs, nah. Dead that. Well, no, it ain't that. Matter of fact, I do you one better. I was just at the Cardi B show damn near a month ago. I could have sworn it was a month ago. And Latto was in that motherfucker after the shit had already occurred, after it was all over and done with. Latto was in that bit somewhere near the front row. Cardi B shouted her out on stage, Latto in this motherfucker. T.I. came out on stage. I thought Latto was going to come out and perform. She was in the crowd. Now, how is that supposed to look to the people? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not picking no sides because I fuck with Cardi B. I fuck with Latto. Remember, I said Sugar Honey Iced Tea was one of the better albums dropped in 2024 when everybody was shitting on Latto. when everybody was saying she sound like Crody. I said, man, this is one of the best albums of the year. This shit could be an album of the year contender. I know I did it because I did a whole drop saying album of the year. You know what I'm saying? I always say Latto is from around my way. I did not grow up with her, no shit like that. But we both from the South Side. I support. Hell, the fact that I even talk about Latto on my channel, I support. I also have critiques of Latto. I want more from Latto. I want more rapping from Latto. I know the type of caliber of rapper that she actually is. And for whatever reason, when she goes in a booth to record an album, she never puts forth that same effort that I know she can. But she wants to go the more melodic, style of rap. That's her choice. But why would you do that when y'all had already cleared the air? The smoke was out there. You could have embraced that shit. You could have said, nah, Cardi, fuck what you talking about. I don't accept that shit. I don't like that shit. Why you say that? Now, again, they could have very well hashed this out behind the scenes, right? Latto came out, said what she needed to say. Cardi came out with a recording saying what she needed to say. I would assume that they had some conversations behind the scenes that we're not privy to. I don't know if Latto said, now, Cardi, I was in the booth. I was in the studio when that shit hit the net. I felt some type of way. I laid that shit down. I said what the fuck I said on the song. I had to get you back. Only problem is the public is not privy to that private conversation, and it sounds like you're reigniting a situation that we thought was already out, already done. We had already poured sand on that shit. Had already forgot about it. That's the real shit, is that we forgot about it and moved on because there's so much other shit going on. And now we gotta be re-entered into that. Now, again, the problem is y'all may have had that conversation, but is your relationship strong enough to withstand the public conversation? Because once fan bases get involved, once people start picking sides, once people start saying Latto weird as fuck, make no mistake, that's the narrative going around. Latto weird as fuck. Because why would you come out and dead some shit and then come out on your album and bring it back up? And not only bring it back up, the first line was enough. The first line talking about buying me a bag like my nigga ain't already bought it. Number one, what type of flex is that? We know who your dude is. But why you ain't say like I ain't already bought it? You Latto. You a star in your own right. You supposed to be Big Mama. Don't nobody want to hear about your nigga buying the bag. But it's like, why bring it back up? And then you go into the other bar and say, I wish a bitch would hop in that booth. I'm calling up Plaque Max, which says I'm ready for a battle, because Plaque Max, as I stated before, literally used to do, I don't know if he still does them, the fucking battle stream live in front of everybody. It'd be like 50 talking heads on the screen and niggas is putting the beat on and they dissing each other, mama, daddy, sister, cousin. All the motherfuckers homegirl was telling Craig about that she seen him out. I don't like this shit. Now if Cardi B come out here and spank your ass on her next record and really go stupid, it's gonna ignite something that don't need to be. Y'all got good chemistry. Y'all make good records together. People tend to listen to you more when you working with Cardi. Put It on the Flow. You remember what Put It on the Flow was? You remember what Put It on the Flow remix was? Put It on the Flow again? I don't like it. I'm gonna continue to support both, but I don't like it. And I don't like the optics that it brings to the table, because if you, let's say you did make that record when that shit happened, You didn't have no opportunity to go to the folks and say, "Hey man, I'm gonna redo that." You know what I'm saying? Album coming out. I know what people gonna say. I know what it's gonna be. Do I really feel like that today? I don't know if she feel like that. If you standing on it and that's what you want to do, be my guest. But if this is some shit that you was just venting about at the time, those feelings have passed, have dissipated, and you still decide to put this out and reignite the shit, and then you gonna come back and try to act like it ain't nothing, you gonna have to sit with the fact that niggas ain't gonna fuck with that shit. They gonna be like, man, you weird. You say one thing, go do another, and then wanna act like niggas is tripping. That ain't gonna fly. I'ma listen to the rest of the song, but this is where people say, maybe Cardi was right in what she called you. I ain't necessarily saying it, but it's a strange. I don't give a fuck about your partners. I'm getting you out the street shit. Because on the last album, you was trying to tell a nigga to prove he love you by going and sliding on his ops. I was highly confused. I was certainly Kendrick Lamar on Father Time. I was slightly confused. This is making a little bit more sense. I'm snatching you out the streets. I'm snatching you out the fuck shit. We got a child, we got a fan, and a lot of people have their feelings about the family dynamic. That's not my business. You know what I'm saying? Not to that degree. Same way I gave Cardi that respect, I'm gonna give Latto that respect. We don't know their situation. The so-called alleged wife that we've never seen any type of verification of being a wife. They all was together recently. I've also seen shady posts from the so-called wife in the past. I don't know what the fuck they got going on. That ain't got shit to do with me. 21, 21, 21, 21. All right. Bullshit aside, I like the record. I like the sample. I like the vibe of it. Clearly Latto's trying to be in her soft girl era. She wants to be put up. She wants to be big mama. You know what I mean? She wants to be a mother. And she's trying to navigate that between herself, her career, um, et cetera, et cetera. Right? Trying to find that balance. And in the music, she's putting it in the music. I'm not mad at that. That's where she's at in life. You know what I mean? She's in love. She's having a child, you know, and she's looking for that security. All good. Why leave those bars in the song? I don't know. Unless you really want to smoke, unless you really trying to get it like that. When you say, I wish a bitch would get in that booth, I'm calling out Playboy Max. You might have to get in that motherfucking booth. This ain't no Ice Spice shit here where y'all finna be pulling up on goddamn Kai Cenat stream, yucking it up, high fiving, doing goddamn WWE renditions in a music video. I don't see it ending like that. I don't see it ending like that, especially not with somebody who's known to tag a motherfucker. Did you not hear the intro? Did you not hear I want all these bitches dead? That ain't somebody I'm finna play with if I really ain't trying to play. You better be ready for any and everything that comes with that situation. If that's what you're leaning on. Otherwise, why not come out and clarify? Why not go in the booth and change that shit? Niggas change bars on their songs all the fucking time. But you Billy Badass. So we gonna let you do what you do. And whatever happens, happens. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go by the music. I'm gonna judge by the music. If it gets to the booth, hey, let the opponents do their thing. You in your corner, slug it out then. Fuck it. Fuck it. Who am I? You know? But at the end of the day, it does come across weird. I like the record. I think it's a bop. I think it'll work on radio. I think it could even work on like urban contemporary with an older crowd, with the edited version. You know what I'm saying? Um, I think it works. Do I think it's gonna be a hit record? Not necessarily, but I think it's something that could hit people in a different way. Um, it touches on love, you know what I mean? And right now, hip hop hasn't been in a love topic type of space. It's been a lot of aggression, a lot of rah rah, you know? So I could see it having its own demographic. Why would you damper that with a diss bar? Your guess is good as mine, folks. Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. Again, tomorrow I'll probably go live or do something around the Latto album because I do want to hear, you know, what she's got going on and get in depth with the situation. But yeah, I'll see y'all then. All right, peace.
Family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'm never politicking, the drama be piling on. Father and greats unacknowledged like I'm Bobby Bonds. Conversation with my lady about the paper route. 5 sit bank accounts, every day I make it count. They down talking my commentary for hating now. Well, I can take it cause I'm bodying your favorite now, please. I could do this shit in my sleep. I been writing for these niggas, y'all read it and weep. I been fighting these niggas if you speak on the street. I'll turn your birthday party into New Year's Eve. Don't let me take it there. We ain't playing fair. This the ATL, Southside nigga moving furniture like Wayfair. Life on hold, no insurance for your healthcare. Lifeline gone, so you wanna be a millionaire? Well, let me tell you about this world I built. The women I dodged, the niggas that I read for filth. The sympathy